Welcome to practice. We're going to begin laying down today, and I think we might put a blanket under the shoulder blade. So if you fold a blanket or roll a towel, so it's a long, narrow shape or a bolster shape, and have that under your shoulder blade. And arms can be where if that works for your shoulders. It might be arms out from your shoulders to the side, or even you can try your arms overhead if you like, or just rest your hands on your belly. Legs parallel and feet hip width. Just check that you're not propped up so high that this is stretching your throat. So you want to feel like the back of your neck is long and the throat is relaxed. You can always put another pillow under your head. We're going to take some deep breaths. Relaxing the shape of your spine to the equipment. Good. Now we're going to all put the arms out to the side. And if you need to wiggle your head back a little bit so the equipment's slightly lower down your rib cage to be comfortable doing that, then give that a try. And we're going to roll our whole body over to the left side. So the right hand is going to reach all the way over to the left and just gently touching the palms. Good. And then we open ourselves back up to the sky. And then lift up the left arm, roll across your shoulder blades on that equipment, roll your legs, and meeting your left palm with your right palm. Nice big reach. Good. From side to side. And as you move with careful, caring attention, find your breath and the feeling of massaging that thoracic part of your spine. Neck nice and relaxed. And the core of your body supporting this spine movement. Beautiful. Open your arms back out to the side. Just taking a moment. Finding the breath. Lovely. We're going to roll off to the side. So bring the arms in and just enough to take the mat out and then lay back down so that you are flat onto the floor. But we'll keep the body memory of the thoracic spine where we had the support, so the spine behind your heart and lungs, of that part of your spine almost lifting a little away from the floor. But relax your lower back so that you feel really spacious in the chest. And as you breathe now, you can feel your ribs moving. You can feel your heart lifting towards the sky. Good. And we're going to take the legs and the arms straight up now and press your whole spine the other way down towards the floor of the earth. Great. We can feel now the front core of the body engaged. Lovely. And what we're going to do is keep the left limbs really stationary in space, and the right limbs are going to go out to the right side, but you're going to stay very stable on the left side of the body and come back to center. And then we stabilize the right side and the left limbs go out to the left. Okay, and back to center. All right, so we've got the feet and the hands over the hips and the shoulders. If you take the hands and feet out from center a little bit and then do the same, right limbs go right, very stable in the left, you'll see that it's more difficult, the work. Okay, so you modify it to be where your core needs to work. We want the spine to feel really stable. Left limbs out to the left. So the body wants to follow with the other limbs. So try and keep one side really stable as you take the other side out. Good. Keep pressing your core body. Nice work. Hug your knees in. Just relax your back, relax your neck. Put your feet back on the floor. Bring back that body memory of the thoracic spine lifting. But relax your lower back. And feeling the spaciousness of the breath. Nice. We're going to put the hands behind the head and interlock the fingers. Elbows out wide. Press your lower back into the floor now, and we're going to try and lift the head and the ribs a little off the floor and see if you can lift the thoracic spine. Finding that part of the body, beautiful. And then laying back down. So you might not lift very high, but we want to feel the work in the core body. It'll be higher in the front of the torso. Good. And we're going to lift again, but we're going to try and lift the thoracic spine off the floor. Breathe. Good. And then lowering down. Double check that you're not pushing your neck uncomfortably with your strong arm. So keep your head relaxed into your hands. We're going to do a few of those. Lifting, and try to lift your thoracic spine off the floor. Head relaxes into the hands. Good. Lowering back down. And again. Keep going. Keep your neck really relaxed. Try to lift the thoracic spine. Rest your head into your hands. Feel the work in the belly. Nice work. A couple more now. Nice work. Feet off the floor now and try to get the soles of your feet touching, even every toe touching if you can. Bring the heels towards your body. Okay, and this time we're going to press our lower back into the floor and lift. And back down. Lifting. Head, shoulders, good. Laying back down, just watch that tendency to push the head forward. So laying the head into the hand and lifting. And we're going to do 3 more. Nice work. Relax your feet back to the floor, arms back to the floor beside you. Turn your palms up. And observe your body relaxing now to the shape of the floor, the flat floor. But bring that memory of the thoracic spine engaged, so lifting just a little away from the floor, and relax your lower back. Breathing deeply. Mm. Nice work. Take the legs and the arms straight out. So you're in a straight line. So arms overhead, legs reach out straight. Walk your feet over to the right side and your arms over to the right side. So you're a nice big banana shape. Take hold of your left wrist and give the left side of your body a big stretch now. So the ribs stretch, neck relaxed. That lovely feeling of the back body being supported by the shape of the floor. So you're all aligned. Nice. And then swap sides. So walk your feet over to the left and your upper body over to the left and take hold of your right wrist. And making space for your right rib. Enjoying the flow of breath. Lovely. And back to center. We're going to take happy baby pose. So holding on the inside of your legs, you can hold your clothing or your toes. And knees set wide, feet as wide as they'll go. And just noticing any resistance in your body. So this might be the first time you've stretched your hips in this deep way today. And they might let you know. And just giving in to the shape of the pose, the support. Enjoying each breath. Lovely. All right. We're going to lay on our right side. Sit up onto your elbow under your shoulder. So you're on your right side or whichever side. You can see your device. Now, on the right, we want to get the knees, the hips, and the shoulders, the elbow all in one plane. So you might have to scoot your knees back a little bit. Good. The shoulder you could use it a couple of ways. If you're just letting it relax, it's going to fall outward. And I want you to strongly bring your shoulder in towards the core of your body. Good. And then we're going to lift the hips off the floor. And can you keep your left hand on the floor for balance, or you can rest it on your thigh. And then we're going to straighten the left leg out and take the leg up and back and find your left buttock muscles. Good. And then with those buttock muscles, we're going to draw a nice circle with the leg. Keep the shoulder in. Feel your core body really stable, supporting your spine. And feel the flow of your breath. Other direction with your leg. Keep the shoulder in. Nice work. Lay down on your back. And we're going to turn onto the left side. So left elbow under the left shoulder, and left shoulder, draw it in towards the mid of your body. Scoot your knees back without taking the hips back if you can, so that you end up with knees, hips, shoulders all in one plane. Lovely. Use your right hand wherever it works to help you. Balance as you lift your hips off the floor. Lovely. Right leg goes out straight. And we find the gluteus muscle, the buttock muscles. And then make a circle with that right leg. and other direction. Keep the shoulder in. Good. And then releasing. And you're going to roll onto your tummy this time. Hands underneath the shoulders. Forehead resting on the floor. Lift your chest away from the floor and look forward. Elbows in, elbows back, so the neck feels long. Find the thoracic spine and reach it forward. Press the tops of the feet, lift the kneecap, squeeze the buttock muscles. Beautiful. Lowering down. We're going to lift up again and we're going to walk the hands forward a little so you're in Sphinx pose with your elbows under your shoulders. Drawing the thoracic spine forward. Lovely. And then even try lifting your elbows a little bit off the floor. If it's too strong a bend in your back, take your hands further forward. Otherwise, you might find that you can lift up onto straight arms now. We're drawing the thoracic spine forward. Lovely. We're going to lower down. Take your arms beside you, beside your body. Be on your forehead. And for Salambhasana, lifting your torso, lifting your legs. Reach the fingertips back and lift the palms, lift the legs, and breathing. Energetic fingers and toes. Finding the breath, finding the lift, and then laying down. Relaxing your back. Wobble your pelvis a little from side to side so that you relax the tissue around the sacrum. Good. And then we're going to do one more Salambhasana. So onto your forehead. Lift your forehead, lift your body, lift your arms, lift your legs. Reach the fingers back. Reach the toes back. Beautiful. Lay down, turn your face to the other side, and just relaxing and wobbling a little bit so that you're relaxing the tissue around the sacrum. We're wobbling pelvis side to side. Good. And then relaxing. And we're going to lift up into all fours. Stretching your fingers out wide. Press your fingerprints. Arching your spine up and down. Finding that forward and back movement. Lovely. Then we're going to tuck the toes under. Find a neutral support for the spine. So the belly is lifting to support a feeling that is good for your back. And we're going to lift the knees just off the floor and then take the hips from side to side. And we keep the knees pretty close to the floor. pressing the fingerprints. Lovely. Knees back to the floor. Taking child's pose, Balasana. Connecting to the flow of your breath. Any tension from the back bends, just leaving your spine now. Lovely. Bring your arms straight out in front now for forward Virasana. Reach them out along your mat. Reaching your armpits a little longer. Torso a little longer. Neck. Good. Walk your hands over to the right of your mat so that you can really reach with your left hand. And stretch your left shoulder, shoulder blade and ribs. Lovely. And then back to the center. And over to the left side and really reaching with your right arm. Lovely. And then back to center. Great. And we're going to come up to standing from here. So I'm going to come up into a kneeling up position, tuck the toes under and come up that way. But however your movements carry you upward safely. And we're going to come to the front of the mat. Tadasana. Urdhva Hastasana, upward facing arm. Uttanasana, keep the memory of your thoracic spine reaching forward. So the back feels really supported and the skin of the back is relaxed until you find your legs stretch. Bend your knees enough to reach the spine a bit further forward. And then start to straighten your legs, and you can go one at a time, but slow it down so you're really giving the muscle time to stretch. Connecting to your breath, finding the satisfaction of that. Stretching both of your legs now, but reaching the spine forward. Good. And then bend your knees and inhale. And coming up, Urdhva Hastasana, Tadasana. Go. We're going to go forward again. Urdhva Hastasana. Uttanasana. So keep the spine arching forward. So it's a back bend, even though it's a forward bend. Bend your legs. That'll help you bring your spine further forward. And then try to straighten your legs. So find your stretch so that you're not compromising your spine. And then we're going to take the hands either on the floor if they reach there or your legs, but walk them over to the left without bringing the right hip forward. And then really reach with your right arm as far as you can. So reaching your torso to the left. Legs as straight as you can. Neck is nice and relaxed. And you're finding the flow of your breath. Oh, and where your body really needs to move here, to lengthen, to relax more, to make more space. Mm. Lovely. Back to center. Can bend your knees again a little if it helps you with your reaching. And then arms walk over to the right side. Really reach with the left hand. Oh, and then you might re-straighten your legs. Keep your neck really relaxed. Watch the spine doesn't make a rainbow shape. And keep breathing. Finding where you need to stretch and make space. And relaxing your neck. Lovely. Coming back to center. Bend your knees and rolling all the way up. Woo. And up. Great. Okay. Bring your hands to your hips or to the pelvis. And we're going to take the left leg back. So reach your left leg back. Be a little bit bent in your right leg. And you can either work with hands at the pelvis, heart, or out from the shoulders. That gets progressively more difficult. And you can keep your left hip toes on the floor or lift your left leg away from the floor. Hello, left gluteus muscles again. All right, so we're standing really strong. Hips are facing forward. Chest is open. And then we're going to lift the left hip and swing the hips so that they're looking to the left. And we come back to center. So find the core of your body. And it's the whole core, you'll notice. Front, sides, back. And then we drop the left hip and we swing the hips to look to the left. Sorry, to the right. We're going to keep going. Lift the left hip, swing the hips looking to the left. Drop the left hip, looking to the right. Okay, we've done 2 to each side. I want you to do 2 more. The shoulders relaxed, neck nice and long, finding your core body. Beautiful. All right, stay on your right foot, bring your left foot in front, and then we're going to take a balance challenge by lifting the left leg up in front. So where you can lift to, that challenges you. That might be holding your knee or holding your foot with your left hand. So that we can have the legs still parallel or into parallel planes more accurately. Good. And then before you put your foot back down, find where it's going to land. Hip width and parallel to the other. And then transferring your weight. Ooh. Tadasana. Okay, hands at the pelvis, the heart, or reaching out from your shoulders. Right foot behind you. You can keep your tiptoes on the floor if you need to for your balance. Otherwise, lift that right leg shy of the floor. Hello, right gluteus muscle. Okay, we're going to turn to the right side. So lifting your right hip. Turn as far as you can, keeping your balance. Ooh, or not. And turning to your left. So test yourself as far as is feasible, as far as nourishes you. Okay, back to the right. Keep the back leg nice and straight. And to the left. Ooh. Wobbly on this side. 2 more. Mm. Keep the chest wide. Keep the shoulders as relaxed as you can, even though they're working hard if your arms are out. Beautiful, back to center. Don't touch the right foot down if you can. And you're going to bring the right foot out in front and take a balance challenge for you. Standing tall. Whoa. And before you lower down, see if you can find where your foot is going to go. Ah, Tadasana. Lovely. Urdhva Hastasana. Uttanasana. Find your spine reaching forward. Bend your legs enough to get your fingertips near the floor. And little steps back into downward facing dog pose. Stretch your fingers out wide. Try to press your heels down. Now from the back of your mat with your feet, just walk forward a little and keep trying to press your heels down. So you get this nice massage on the bottom of the feet and the back of the calves. Pressing the heels. Weight is in the hands, so keep the hands wide. Stretch your fingers out straight. Oh, enjoying the flow of each breath. Yes. Okay, and finding now your downward facing dog pose, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Heels press, knees lift, sit bones lift. Good. And knees to the floor. Take child's pose. Find the flow of your breath. This beautiful, comforting posture. Letting everything relax. Great. And then we're going to take a seat up onto a blanket. For Bharadvajasana. Both legs over. Let's start on the left. I think I have a tendency to start on the right. So feet over to the left, even if it means your legs are out in front because it's more comfortable for your knees. If you can tuck your knees under, then the top of your right foot into the sole of your left foot. And we're going to reach back. And reaching with your ribs now. So right ribs are going to reach back. And left ribs are going to reach forward. And your belly button is going to slide over to the right side. So you give a deep stretch to your core body. And we want to try and keep that nice belly stretch, but lift the torso to upright now. Slide your right hand in. Turning the ribs again. And this time by just following the breath. Find where your body needs space and ease and work. Mm. And then come back to center and swapping your feet over to the other side. So that can be like a mermaid tail, if that feels better for your knees, or tucking your feet neatly under your right hip. Turning to your left. Mm. If you reach your torso back, you'll find you can turn the belly even more, really finding that belly stretch. Ooh. And then bring your torso back to upright, but keep the intense stretch, and then follow your breath into your movement. Find what you need. Beautiful. And then releasing and coming back to the front. And we're going to lay down now. The core of the body has worked. And relaxing your torso and your shoulders. Bring your left heel onto your right knee. Bring your legs in as close as you can to your chest, so your right foot comes off the floor. And you can hold however it makes sense, but keep your shoulders relaxed. You might be able to hold the front of your right knee, for example. Shoulders relaxed, neck relaxed. Can try this with the right leg straight. Can hold your clothing, might even reach your foot. Just let the body give into the shape of the pose. Lovely. And then release that side and right heel, left knee. Take hold however it makes sense to bring your legs in closer to your chest. Relax your shoulders to the floor so the neck is relaxed. Connect to the flow of your breath. Finding that satisfying connection. Good, and then if it feels good, try taking the left leg to straight as well. You can hold your clothing or maybe even your foot. But we keep the shoulders very to the floor. Lovely. And then release, relax. Feet to the floor. Just relax the shape of your spine now. Shoulders relaxed. Neck relaxed. Beautiful. If you would like to take your own Shavasana now, that would be ideal. If, like me, you need to finish your practice, we're going to roll over to the right side and come up to sitting, hands in front of the heart. The feeling of the practice with you. Namaste.